Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Here's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first and goal, Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Newton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Broncos push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, this is Harris. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah,
right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watch the screen.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he knocks him over. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Stephen Weatherly, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Newton. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready? Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, we got 4.
On second down, it's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's go.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's put that team on the bus.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Finding some room at midfield. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mahomes going to throw. He's got it to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Tight end left. Hey, 4 down. 87.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Everyone, we got 4 down.
Another carry now for Gurley. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 23 yards the pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.